Hi, my name is Rochelle Franklin. I'm going to be performing tracheostomy care on our patient Jerry today. All right, first things first, we're going to go ahead and introduce ourselves to our patient. So, hi, Mr. Jerry. My name is Rochelle Franklin. Before we get started, can you tell me your full name and date of birth? Perfect. So Mr. Jerry told me his correct name and date of birth, and now I'm going to explain what I'm doing here and what it all entails. Okay, so Mr. Jerry, the doctor ordered you some tracheostomy care, okay? Basically what that entails is we're going to take out any old gauze, any secretions that may have built up. We're going to clean it off and make it brand new, okay? All right, perfect. Do you have any questions for me? No? All right. So it's super important for tracheostomy care that we watch Mr. Jerry's SpO2 and heart rate, and also that we hyperoxygenate him before we do anything because it may cause some oxygen saturation issues while we are performing this, okay? Now I'll go over my supplies here. So I have my handy dandy hand sanitizer just to go ahead and perform some hand hygiene before we apply any clean gloves. I do have my clean gloves, I have my hydrogen peroxide, I have my normal saline, I have some tape here, and I also have my tracheostomy clean care kit with me. So this is a sterile procedure. For space sake, I'm going to go ahead and give myself some room so we can go ahead and set up our sterile field for our second part of performing this procedure, okay? So we're going to open this away from ourselves and we're going to grab two items. One is going to be our sterile gloves. And then the other one, keeping your 1-inch border, of course, is going to be your sterile field, okay? So we're gonna let that open up and shiny side down. Now that we have our sterile field, we're gonna go ahead and dump our supplies. And once again, a 1-inch border, okay? And 1-inch border on our tray as well. All right. So now that all our supplies are out, we can now use this to put our hydrogen peroxide and normal saline solution in. And I'm going to set everything aside for space sake. Normally you would not move any sterile field once you're all set up, but we're limited on some space here. All right, and I'm going to pull Mr. Jerry close to me. All right, we already performed our hand hygiene. Our patients well aware of what we're doing, and they are in the correct position. Their oxygen looks fantastic. All right, I'm gonna don my clean gloves. And we already hyperoxygenated our patient. We're gonna remove any oxygen sources and unlock and take out any we're going to take out the inner cannula with the normal curvature of the trach, and then we're going to go ahead and at this time remove any gauze that we need out. Okay, so we are done with our clean portion of the procedure. His oxygen once again looks fantastic, and now we're going to go ahead and doff and perform hand hygiene again. Okay. All right, so we will need our sterile gloves for the sake of space. We're going to be moving things around, but normally you'd have a much bigger area than this, okay? Keeping our 1-inch border still, we're going to open up our sterile gloves with our dominant hand. We're going to grab the non-dominant glove, just pinching on the what we call is a cuff and only touching the inside of the cuff, okay? And then now with our non-dominant hand, we are going to pick up our dominant glove and don our dominant glove, only touching the inside of the glove. All right, now that we have that, we can go ahead and discard our field that we don't need, okay? I am technically sterile now, so I should only be touching sterile things, but for the sake of space, I'm gonna go ahead and move Mr. Jerry closer to me. Oxygen's still doing fantastic, and we're gonna go ahead and clean the inner cannula and replace it. So I'm gonna grab my handy dandy tool here, and we're just going to clean off any secretions that may have built up over time. All right, and then we will toss that. And we'll go ahead and replace the inner cannula and lock it in securely, okay? Same thing with the curvature of the trach. All right, so now that we have that done, we use the sterile applicators. That's going to be over here. And we're going to want to moisten them with just some normal saline solution. So we can do that over here. And we're going to clean the site. And then we can also use hydrogen peroxide mixed with sterile normal saline to remove any crusties as well. But we always want to thoroughly dry our patient. So just being very careful, we want to clean the outside of the stoma here. And then of course we're going to go ahead and dry. And I also forgot to mention with our inner cannula, we want to make sure that we get off as much moisture as possible as well. So I'm going to go ahead and place some new fenestrated gauze so that our patient is nice and clean and comfortable. And then at this point, we're going to go ahead and replace the ties. So how you replace these ties is you can do the loop method. You always want to keep it secure, so you'll have a secondary person, or you can use the underlying method, which is you connect while the old one's still on, or you always have one that's still connected. So we'll say that this one's our connecting one. You can tie it in a square knot, and the most important thing that we want to do with this knot is make sure that it's not behind our patient's neck, that it's on the side, and it's also not right around the stoma, so that we don't cause any kind of damage or obstruction. All right, so we'll tie that around. And also we can put padding underneath our patient's tie, and also tape it as well to make sure that we are not causing any skin damage or anything. So the most important thing with the ties is that you want it to where you can slip one finger in, or but no more than two. Okay, so that's the most important thing. And like I said, you can put a 4x4 gauze where we tied it, and it would be a square knot just over here on the side of the neck, and you're going to return the bed to the lowest position, of course checking the vitals at all times. Remove and discard any supplies that you no longer need or are dirty, and then of course perform some hand hygiene. That is all. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.